no one cares about you in the corporate world. No one cares about you in a business. You're just a cog. You just go there, do what you need to do to get paid. A lot of companies expect you to do more and get paid for less, but that's not what we do here at SnapCab. I've worked at other jobs in the past, and there have been some times when I have gotten to that front door and there's a pit in my stomach when I go to open the door in the morning. I feel differently when I wake up in the morning to come to SnapCab because I feel like I'm cared for and I'm allowed to be a human being here. As a business owner, why would you want to create a foundation of caring for your employees?
Going to school, I had that feeling of a pit in my stomach. I had a bunch of learning disabilities, but what I found out was that my low performance wasn't because of my learning disabilities, it was because how my classmates were treating me.
Right.
And it just takes like one person who really doesn't like you walk into the room,
right.
and you just shut up, and it's like, I just want to get through this moment,
right.
until I can go and hopefully be myself somewhere else. And hopefully you can be yourself at home, but why couldn't you be yourself at work as well?
Right. I mean, we're here for so many hours of the day, and you do this 5 days a week. That's a lot of time out of your life. Wouldn't it be nice if the careers that we choose and the businesses that we choose to work at could support us as human beings and allow us some happiness in our working day? And, you know, it doesn't have to be just like I'm working or I'm home. It could be a life.
Yeah, and it should be a life.
Yeah.
And what better place to be you than at the place where you're being useful?
Right.
Because isn't the purpose of being here to be useful to somebody else? That's the purpose of a business. And what it's turned into is to make money for the owners as opposed to do something useful for the customers and for the workers in the business. You know, the workers in the business are like a community.
Yeah, when you have an employer who genuinely cares about providing a happy and safe place for you to work, the things that you can do are amazing. I mean, in your past, you talked about how school was really difficult for you because you were not cared for, and that made you small. But you had an experience when you were a kid when you were cared for at school.
Right. My tutors.
Yeah.
They had a utility closet. They turned into a little classroom for me and my tutor. It was amazing, and I started to flourish after that. And even though my grades were still low, my self-esteem was high, and I thought, you know, I'm going to do something with my life, and I have done something with my life.
Right.
You know, and in the classroom at the time, I was getting hives on my body, you know, these big welts. I thought I was allergic to something. Then as an adult, I was in a very stressful situation and I got hives. And I realized I had those hives a lot when I was in school. And I never attributed it to stress. I didn't even know what stress was as a kid.
Right.
But now, you know, it's funny what we do to each other.
Right.
And in business, they call it human resource, and you know, companies treat their employees like, oh, that's a resource.
Yeah.
You have machinery as a resource. You have employees are a resource.
Yeah.
Employees, they're humans.
Right.
And they're the gift. And if we collaborate as a community, the entire company has a way of being in the world, and it's bringing something useful to the world, and it's that collaboration of people. And if you worked in a business where you weren't competing with your coworker and you're accepted for the important job that you're doing, you're gifted at doing it, and it was aligned with what the company need, what could be a better, happier day than spending a day doing what other people appreciate that you're doing?
Right.
And you get to shine for what you can do.
Exactly. And it all starts with the foundation of caring.
Absolutely.